Welcome back to GolfWRX's Winning What's in the Bag, where this week we are taking a look at Cam Davis's bag from his victory at the Rocket Mortgage Classic. This is his second Rocket Mortgage win, and congratulations to him. It was kind of an exciting Sunday watching that. Feel terrible for Akshay, but it was a fun one to watch. Came down to the wire, bunch of guys in contention, so always exciting. We're, of course, going to start at the top of the bag, and Cam is a Titleist staffer, so most of the bag is going to be Titleist here. We're going to start with the driver. It is a Titleist TSR3. This is the kind of the lower launching, lower spinning model in the TSR lineup. It is a 9-degree head, and he's actually got the hosel set to B3. So B3 adds 1.5 degrees of loft, and it makes it 0.75 degrees more upright. So a little higher launching, a little more upright, allows players to turn it over just a little bit easier. He's got an H2 rear weight, which means that there's basically 5 settings in the rear weight port. He's got his set to the H2 setting, which is the maximum amount of draw really for that setting. It is shafted up with a Fujikura Ventus TR Blue 7X. This is the mid-launch, low-spin shaft in the TR lineup. The TR lineup is the one that has the spread toe reinforcement fabric right under kind of the handle section, right under the grip section there. We move into 3-wood, and his 3-wood is a Titleist TSR3. It's the 15-degree head, which is the standard 3-wood head there. Again, a little bit lower launching, lower spinning than the TSR2 head. The hosel setting on this one is B2, and B2, it just makes it the stock loft 15 degrees, but it does make it 0.75 degrees more upright. So again, that upright allows a lot of players to help kind of turn it over, hit a little bit more of a draw with that setting. The sole weight on there, which is in the very bottom, is set to H1. So again, this has got 5 settings on the bottom. You can set it to different draw settings. This is the H1, which is just slightly more draw. And it is shafted up with a Fujikura Ventus TR Blue 8X. So the 80-gram version, it's got a stiff handle section, kind of a stiff midsection, and then a very stiff tip section. Comes in at 88.5 grams and about 2.6 degrees of torque on that shaft. Now, for his irons, he's playing a little bit of a combo set, nothing too crazy. The 3-iron is going to be the new Titleist T100, and that is the one that, of course, you know, the T100 is extremely famous. It's got a little bit of tungsten in it to make it a little bit more forgiving, launches just a little bit higher, and just adds maybe just a little bit of distance at the top end of the bag. It's shafted up with a KBS Tour V 120X. The rest of his irons are actually Titleist 620 CBs. So this is the player's cavity bag, fully forged. He's playing 4-through pitching wedge in these. And it's got a little thinner top line, little reduced offset. And these are also shafted up with the KBS Tour V 120X. So the Tour V is kind of a lighter weight version of the Tour, about 10 grams. The standard Tour would come in about 130 at X. These are 120. A little bit lighter weight, a little bit lower spin shaft at that 120-gram weight. So we move into his wedges, and he's playing the new Titleist Vokey SM10 wedges. The first one in his bag is a 52.12F. So this is his gap wedge, the 52 degree, and it is the high bounce version. I think we see more and more of these now. Instead of seeing the 8-degree bounce version, we're seeing a lot of the 12s. Great for full shots, good turf interaction, reduced digging, and you know, just overall a really good wedge for full shots. He then moves into a sand wedge. It is a 56.14F. So again, the high bounce wedge. We see, again, a lot of these in bags. Again, full sole, great for full shots. But it is versatile enough to open it up and play it off some tighter lies and play some higher lofted shots, as well as being a great bunker club with that full sole width. His lob wedge is going to be a Vokey WedgeWorks 60.4 L grind. So this is the L grind there, the new one. It's kind of, it's 4 degrees of bounce. It plays like a little bit more than that. It's got a lot of trailing edge relief, heel and toe, allows you to really open the face up, hit some higher shots. That leading edge doesn't come off the ground. Easy to hit off tight lies, but extremely versatile to hit a plethora of shots around the green with. All 3 of these are shafted up with the, of course, legendary True Temper Dynamic Gold Tour Issue S400. So these are the 132-gram shafts, a little bit softer than an X100 for those partial shots around the green, adds just a little bit more feel. Now his putter is a Scotty TourType Special Select Masterful. So this is basically a Newport-style head shape, so very similar to the retail Newport, which has the softer edges, softer corners compared to the Newport 2. Now in the Masterful design series, these were actually first designed and they had more machine work. I think they were the first putters that Scotty was using a 5-axis mill on. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's around true. So they had a lot more machine finishing to them and required a lot less hand polishing after they were done. Now they do have a slightly thicker flange on them, and the shoulders on the sides are just a little bit taller for a slightly beefier look. At ball, he's playing the Titleist Pro V1. That model there, that one compared to the Pro V1X, is going to offer a little bit flatter flight, a little bit lower spin, and a little bit softer feel. So that is Cam Davis's winning What's in the Bag from the 2024 Rocket Mortgage Classic. Congratulations to him on another Rocket Mortgage victory, a fun one to watch. And let's see who wins next week, and we'll take a look at what's in their bag. See you next week.